CSR is one of their strongest points.
They have planted in the north part of Brazil around 500,000 trees. It is really important for a brand to have such a strong presence with the founders, not hiding behind their product or their brand. So you look the brand and you look the founder, you can see that they are one. You can see that the brand and the vision and the mission, it's there, connected. And that's such a powerful asset to have for a company, for your brand.
I agree. I totally agree. Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of JSTM Marketing Season 2, where we analyze a brand, an advert. I am Prachi and I have Andre here with me. Andre is a marketing strategy consultant and I'm a luxury consultant. And today we are going to talk about a very unusual brand, but a brand that has been going crazy and taking over digital space like anything. It's called Caudalie. So, Andre, have you heard of Caudalie? I think when we talked about, we wanted to do this episode for the podcast. What did you think of it? Like when you did the research and everything, what went behind?
Right. So, no, never heard about Caudalie before. It was the first time when you mentioned on the briefing strategy meeting, and then I decided to obviously research about it. But so basically for me, Prachi, it was mainly two things that stand out when I was doing my research. So the first one is how clear it is to understand the pillars of what the brand is built upon. So for me, it was clear what the founders wanted to put out there. And the second one is obviously the CSR inspirations or CSR initiatives.
I think CSR is one of the strongest points. And one thing is the CSR is showcased through their branding and through their social media, and it's showcased quite strongly. For people who don't know what Caudalie is a skincare brand, and it's fairly new. I think it's a long back, but right now it's been trending a lot. And I myself am a huge Caudalie fan and a detox mask user. So I won't recommend any other product than that detox green mask that this brand does. I'm a huge fan of that mask because girls have this very off thing about their pores, and Caudalie is one brand that's targeting that really well. Coming back to CSR, they actually grow a lot of plants. The founders themselves, have been a part of a huge winery, and they have been part of the harvests. They have been part of how to ethically source all the products. The testing that goes on behind every skincare product. What is the need recognition? How does it go on? Saved. I think their most important CSR activity is building plants, and they're thinking of going carbon-free footprint as well. They're trying to do that as well. So I think, these two are the CSR activities.
Yeah, it is interesting. The reason I decided to start with that question for you, Prach, is because they do a lot of work in Brazil.
Oh!
So they spend a lot of time and effort and money helping to plant trees in Brazil.
Wow.
And that's why it kind of had a special place for me when I researched about the brand. Obviously, I'm from Brazil.
Right.
So obviously that would touch like me personally. So I have some numbers here, and I'm not going to go too much into that, but they, since 2012, they have planted in the north part of Brazil around 500,000 trees. So
whoa.
It is, and they are present in different areas in Brazil as well. So it's not just north. They have different initiatives in different cities, different parts of Brazil, and mainly helping to grow trees and reforest and help to give it back to the world, to Earth, right? And when I mentioned that the two pillars for them, it's one, clean. So they build the brand up on clean. So clean products, clean sourcing, and clean tone. And the second pillar is natural. So again, natural sourcing, giving back to the planet, and all of those things. But those two pillars are so present throughout the brand. I don't know if you noticed that, but when you look at the website, when they look at the product, when you look at the communication on the social media, that's what you see. And when you look, so for example, one of the things that is really interesting for me was to find out that the founder, she got her own Instagram separate, like a personal Instagram, and she comes across as a human being. And it is really important for a brand to have such a strong presence with the founders, not hiding behind their product or their brand. So you look the brand and you look the founder, you can see that they are one. You can see that the brand and the vision and the mission, it's there, connected. And that's such a powerful asset to have for a company, for your brand.
I agree. I totally agree. I think their social media is one of the strongest points. Starting to where it all started, like as we always say, we need to go back to the market research. So it all started there. It's a story of passion and love and devotion and journey, and like just by harvesting, they had an estate. The founder had an estate herself, and that's where they grew. They did wines. They did red and white wines, and that's when, while harvesting, they met the pharmacist of who comes there and does everything. And I think I even have the name of, I think, the university. I think, yes, they met the laboratory director of the pharmacy university at Bordeaux during the harvest at Chateau Smith Haute Lafitte. That is what their harvest was called, like the place that they grew wine. And that's when the pharmacist told them that grape seed has the most amount of antioxidants. And that's when it all started. And they just took that one ingredient and just played around with it in a way where they have not complicated the marketing at all. Even when you see the logo, there is a plain purple background and just a hint of grapes, just like highlighted a grape branch. Nothing more complicated, not so much that the audience cannot understand what the brand is talking about. Slightest of slightest, their packaging represents a dark purple color. When you see the moisturizer that they do, the night creams that they do, the this repair serum, anything, their every product line has that kind of strange grape extract um, floating around, and I just love what they've done in the brand.
It's just that little detail that makes you see the brand different, isn't it?
Yes.
From our perspective, from a marketing perspective, such a subtle detail, but keeps your brand consistent in every channel, in every product, in every aspect of your offering, of your marketing mix, isn't it? So I think they do that. They do that really, really well, really well. And I remember on season 1 we talked about a brand that they do a lot of CSR. However, one of the recommendations we talked about is for them to do videos about and show what they're doing, because it's all pretty on the website, well written, photos and everything, but it missed that real connection. And I think this brand, they do really well. Caudalie do really well, because when you navigate on the CSR side of the website, you have a beautiful video there with the owners talking about. Sure. And that comes across so natural and humane that you instant connect with them, and you feel that you can trust them, and then you can trust the brand. There's no doubt. There's no doubt that they are actually working and doing CSR for real. It's not just to be pretty on the website. So again, that just shows the importance of show your work, put in a video, put real words, be real, not just read a copy. And I became a huge fan of, and I'm biased, I'm not going to lie, because of the amount of work they do in Brazil.
They do in Brazil. But Andre, you should try their product, because it's not just for women.
Right.
Yes, they do. You can use the product. Like, there are very well-known products like we know Repair Serum, the white one that comes along. Simple detox mask. If we talk about, there is a product that like it's an elixir where it's like a face mist which you wear in summers and which has that subtlety of all their ingredients that they do. So I want to highlight that it's not just for women. Men have used it and men have achieved great results. I
That's interesting.
myself, sorry?
No, I was going to say it's interesting that you say that because that's one of the things I've put it down. I found it really kind of confusing to identify on their website
Yeah,
if the product is unisex, male or female, or so for me as a male, and I couldn't identify if that product was for me or not.
got it.
So that's one of the things I would definitely. There are a few things on the website that I think they need to improve. So one of them is that make it clear that it's for everybody.
Yeah.
If not, be specific. And another little detail is the copy on the website. You're targeting UK consumers, and I noticed that in some parts of the website, it's some words are written with American English spelling. So
Interesting.
it is just a detail, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a UK consumer like we are, it makes that little change. So, okay. So is it just copy for everybody? Is really for me in the UK? So just if I was part of the marketing team there, I would tell them, hey guys, let's have an audit on our website. Let's have a check if the copy is through the UK consumers, if it reflects the market that we want to target.
Very interesting point, Andre, because it's just showcased through like a copy is a very interesting thing and a very little detailed thing. And as you said, it's not clear through website that whether the product is for men's, but they do showcase it through social media, but not that strongly as they do it for women. Because one of the factors of social media is again using extremely high quality images showing their journey, always targeting something with purple and green grapes, purple packaging, something on that front. Every picture they tell has a story, but it's again somehow not clear that it is for men as well. So I think they can focus on that. A very interesting fact, Andre, I was reading about because I couldn't understand the meaning of the word Caudalie. So I just looked it up, and it says that duration of the aromatic persistence of a wine on a palate.
Oh, wow.
That's Caudalie.
Wow.
Yeah, and one Caudalie is equal to 1 second.
Interesting. I love that.
Yeah, and it was such a different thing. Like, okay, that is what Caudalie means. So this brand wants us to feel that kind of persistence feeling on our skin for more than a certain second.
Yeah.
That was a very, very, very interesting thing. Again, for the founders, I've never seen endowment effect in this way, Andre. Like endowment effect, as we talk about, it's the attention to detail on one product, one ingredient itself, and playing with the entire brand through that one ingredient. So that is a very, very strong effect. Choice architecture for the social media is amazing. We talked about CSR. So there was this theory, Andre, that we learned, which says it's cognition plus affection plus conation. So that's think, feel, and intent is equal to, these are all the environmental factors that come together when a person buys a Caudalie brand. Because
Yes.
they keep portraying that green, purple, environment, plant, Mother Earth, everything together. And that's all, everything comes together on your skin. So I think,
Yes, I agree. I agree. And you can see, like I said, you can see all those touches throughout the brand, all those small details in the website, on the social media, on the product, and everywhere. So and like I said, you see that on the owners, on the founder, social platforms as well.
right, personal branding, very important topic.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes,
It's
yes.
all there. And her bio says founder of. So
Yeah,
it's just, yeah, she's not hiding. She's proud
yeah.
of her brand. They're proud of what they built. So it's
Amazing.
to look up. Yeah.
I think one of the interesting concepts, Andre, that I learned through this is ingredient branding.
Okay.
Ingredient branding is something that when a brand has a specific focus on a specific ingredient and how that ingredient is branded. So here, they're taking a grape seed and they're branding the entire brand through that grape seed.
Interesting. I've never
So
heard of that. I never heard about
same.
that.
I didn't hear it as well, but when I looked at this, and now many brands are trying to follow this concept of ingredient branding. So this is what I think marketers have so much to learn. Like when you put out your values, you have to put them across in a way that you're proud of those values and you're not going to back off from them. Your social media needs to be of very high quality images. Influential marketing is the next trend here. So, micro, nano, every influencer that you take and you offer a certain gifts to them with limited availability or limited editions, they do turn out to be
Yeah.
good because there are little products like there are minis, but when you give that as a free gift to someone, then we have studied biobehavior. We know the power of free.
Yes. Yes. Everyone, it's everyone is impacted by it.
For
And
sure.
it changes your mind. It changes your perception, and it makes you try something that you probably wouldn't otherwise.
That's nice. So Andre, I think I'm gonna book an appointment for both of us as at one of the Caudalie spas in
Let's
London.
do it.
It's in Islington, and I'm not gonna let it go.
I would love that. I would love that. I've never done a spa day before.
Oh wow! Then we have to go for Caudalie because they
Yeah.
use their products and they use all these that they're those like capturing of five senses through that spa. So they're very limited branches, and we are lucky that we have one in London.
Yeah,
So
it's true. Yeah. Awesome. Let's do it. Let's do it.
great, great.
So, so obviously we talked about the brand. We talked about some recommendations for them, some theories. We talked about especially the CSR part and the human side of the brand. Prachi, could you give me some strengths and weaknesses for the brand?
Yes, strength is again one ingredient branding is the strength, but at the same time, that is a weakness. Just focusing on one ingredient is also a weakness. Sorry, going back to the strength part, I think branding and communications is one of their utmost strength. Personal branding of founder is one of their strength.
Yeah.
Not having too many products, like they don't have like too much of products. They have specific products, but they're really good. So that is what they're targeting, and that is again one of their strengths. CSR, cannot forget, is one of their strength point. Weakness again, as we said, that there are a few things that they can take into account. For example, being more clear about this product is also for male and not just female. That will get them more attention. Having one ingredient is again one of the weak points. Yeah. Can you help me with some opportunities and threats, Andre?
Yeah, sure. So I think like we talked about this already. Some opportunities to expand the product range without too much and be more clear about male products.
Right.
So there's a market there. There is. And threats, competition, because skincare, it's growing and growing and growing. More people are aware that you need to look after your skin, and there's more competition. Influencers can be a threat because those online gurus, they're going to say this is good, that's good, and they actually don't know what they're talking about. So that could be a threat. That could be something that the brand needs to be aware of because that could drive customers away. And yeah, I mean, it's such an incredible brand, especially for, like I said, the CSR actions. I'm in love with the
I
brand.
think, yeah, I agree. And they don't shy away from it. Even just to go for like a number, Andre, their global net sales in 2023 was $43.5 million.
Oh, that's a lot. Wow. Yeah. And it's a relative new company, isn't it? It was founded in 1995, I think.
Yeah, it is not that old.
No.
I don't think it is that old, but they're staying. I think that there's a nice journey that they have come across, and it's shown really beautiful on their website. even though their net sales are primarily in France, Italy, and USA, like they can expand and how.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we should wrap this up and go to our spa day.
Yes, and we do have spa.
I'd love to.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this episode. We hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll get notified when we have the next episode live. Please leave any comment if you have any questions.